we all know Kevin Durant is one of those rare unicorn type players that can do about everything at a tall height. As they already got him listed at 6'10 on 2K and 6'10 in real life, we're gonna end up making a 6'10 Kevin Durant build on NBA 2K24. As we're gonna end up starting this, we could make this a small forward, but it is better to go power forward for this build. So we're gonna go 6'9 or 6'10. You can use either or, but we're going to 6'10. Lowest weight, we're gonna be 210 pounds. And as of the wingspan, to be able to get that limitless range on bronze, we have to go lowest wingspan. Or you can end up going a wingspan up or 6'11", but I prefer you go lowest wingspan so you'll be able to get that limits on bronze and the Agent 3s on silver. So look, when we end up making this build, we know Kevin Durant, he's a great scorer, ball handler. He can get the ball in the hoop and he can shoot good mid ranges and play some decent amount of defense. Now, with this ball control, we only get a 76 ball control, but you can unlock some good dribble packages, but we only get bronze unpluckable. So that's why you see me upgrading my post control to a 92 to get gold. But if you're someone that doesn't care for gold unpluckable, you can end up putting it on 85 to get silver if that's all you need. But if you think you're someone that can get buckets with silver unpluckable, hey man, all by means, do what you gotta do, 85 post control, and you can put those attributes somewhere else. But as to the pass accuracy on this build, you could end up going between like the 77 pass accuracy to the 80. It's up to you. The lowest pass accuracy I would go in this game would be 77, but 80 is looking like the sweet spot. But if you want to change a few things, you can, but I'm gonna show you two different variations of this build. Now when it comes to shooting, we're gonna max out all the shooting. We'll max out the 3-pointer, but as of the mid-range, we're gonna end up just doing the mid-range to 72 so we get midi magician on silver, because we already get we get all those post scoring badges, we get all the mid-range badges. Mostly are going to be silver or gold, but as of having a 92 post control, we might have a few gold like back down badges that you will see. Now for the standing dunk, we're gonna make the standing dunk a 55 standing dunk. You could change this. You could even put it on 45 if you want to, just to get the two animations. But we're gonna rock out with the 55 standing dunk. For the driving dunk, now we could end up stopping at between the 80 driving dunk mark, the 84 driving dunk mark, or 85, or you can end up pushing it all the way to 89 to get the contact dunks. But it's one in between that still allows us to get contact dunks on this game, and that is at 87 driving dunk. The pro contact dunks off 2, so all we need is an 87 driving dunk with a 75 vertical. So we want to rock out with that. But if you do not care about getting contact dunks, you just want to be able to dunk the ball on this build, I do prefer the 80 or the 85 actual threshold when it comes to dunking the ball, so you get a lot of good dunk packages with that. Now for the land, we're gonna stop at 70, but for the close shot, we're gonna do 71 for we get fast twitch on bronze. But let me upgrade the physicals on this build. We want to max out the speed, we want to max out the acceleration. We have 77, we're gonna have a 70 acceleration. The stamina on a 6'10", this is what I'm gonna let you know. On a 6'10", no matter what you do, you will only get bronze handles for days, no matter what you do. So if you want to end up putting your handles for days on a 93 stamina, you could. But I'm gonna end up putting it in 94. You could possibly put it up to 95. But with the vertical, like I told you, 75 vertical to get that contact dunk animation and a few dunk packages. But now the strength, a lot of people are gonna think, what are you gonna put this on? And the bare minimum that I would go is 74. 74 strength is the bare minimum that I would go, but I'm going 79 to get those extra badge points. You get back down Punisher. So when I end up doing a little post work, it don't feel like I'm getting pushed right back based on who I'm posting up. Because there's a lot of people out here with a lot of strength. So if you come out here with a build with no strength and you think you wanna be in a post or you think you wanna try to get to the mid range, they're gonna stop you. But as for the defense, the perimeter defense, we're going with 82 since you can't get 85 with a 6'10". And then you're going to go with a 72 still. Now look, the reason we end up doing this because you end up getting a 72, you get glove bronze, interceptor bronze, right stick ripper bronze. But if you only want interceptor bronze, the minimum you can do is 60. That's how you end up getting it. But I prefer you at least go 72 so you get those other badges even though they are on bronze. Now if you do keep your steal on 60, you will be able to get a 60 offensive rebound and a 70 defensive rebound. But if you do go 72 for the steal, you only have a 55 and 60 when it comes to your rebounding stats on this build. Now at this build being a power forward, 6'10", 210 pounds, 6'10 wingspan, you got a limitless range on bronze, you got a lot of gold and silver shooting badges, you get big driver on this build, and they end up giving you shades of Kevin Durant. You want to see a few different players, but they end up actually giving you the name Inside Out Threat. As of being an Inside Out Threat, that is not bad, but you can get multiple names by changing multiple things on this build. Like I told you earlier, I'm gonna show you the build at an 80 driving dunk threshold minus the 92 post control, and you're gonna open up a lot of stats. Now as we do that, we got an 80 driving dunk, 80 layup, we got the 45 standing dunk now, 85 post control. Now we have a 90 mid-range, an 86.3. Now we end up having a 76 pass accuracy. I did drop the pass accuracy just a little, but we end up having a higher rebound at 77 rebound on the defensive and 60 on offensive. And the physical stats are very similar. Only thing I did was drop my strength down to 74. Like I told you, the bare minimum I would go will be 74. And we get shades of Kevin Durant again, but now we get a whole different name, and the name is going to be a 3-level threat. But now if you think you're someone that thinks you cannot dribble on a 6'10 build and you think you need to go a little bit smaller, this will be the only other option. You have to make this build a power forward, 6'9", 210 pound, 6'10 wingspan, not 6'9", 6'10 wingspan. But the thing about it, you do get better dribble moves. This is the only big thing I can tell you that's really a big difference, that you get better dribble moves and you get handles for days on silver. Now, as of the build, we're gonna end up having an 80 ball control. You unlock the way more dribble moves that you got at 75 and 76. The pass accuracy, we just wanna put it at 75 for right now. But I'm telling you, that's 76, 77. I prefer 77, like I told you. The bare minimum I would wanna go is 77, but if I gotta go 76, I would have to just go 76. But the three-pointer, 86. My mid-range, I can fluctuate the mid-range, but I'm gonna just keep it at 72 right now. You can end up pushing up to 75 at the most if you see a few things that you like. But when it comes to the post control, I'm gonna go 92 for the unpluckable on gold. If you want to go that, you can, but if you don't, go with 85 for the silver. Now, if you do go 85 and you want to build very similar to this, you will get more attribute caps, because you're gonna have still a contact dunk, things like that, but you can put it on defense, you can put it in your physicals. But as of the physicals, they are mostly maxed out when I end up doing it like that. So we got the 87 driving dunk, we got the 70 driving layup, the 71 close shot. With the 71 close shot, you get that fast twitch on bronze with a 55 inside, but you can drop this. You can drop it to 50, you can drop it to 45, but I prefer, if you want to do the bare minimum, you might as well just go 45. Before the physicals, they look very similar to the other build. It's going to be very similar. We got the 74 strength, we got the 75 vertical. You might have very different things when it comes to this, since this build is 6'9". I'm gonna be a little bit faster compared to the other build just because I'm 6'9". But when it comes to the stamina, we get handles for days on silver with a 93 stamina. But you end up still maxing this out. As of having an 81 ball control, I could have got it on gold, but this build only goes to an 80 ball control, so that's the only big difference. Now, since we're 6'9", we can end up getting clamps on silver with this build. All you need is an 85 perimeter defense. I'm gonna end up putting that at the end, but I'm gonna have a 72 still. We're gonna rock out with the 78, 70. I'm gonna rock out with the 78 block. Then the interior, we would do 62. We would do 62. We're not gonna be in the paint like that, but we still be able to defend the paint if we need to. Then the rebound, we're doing 60 and 60. Because we already might have a few attributes left, so we might as well get that clamps on silver. So we got the 60 and 60 rebound, but we might end up, I could just throw it on clamps. I'm gonna throw it on clamps. We're gonna throw it on clamps, and now we only got a few things to add. Now with that, you end up getting this right here. You gotta build 77 pass accuracy, 80 ball control, 85 with the clamps on silver, handles for days on silver, workhorse on silver, and you got a lot of shooting badges when it comes to doing this, and a lot of finishing badges. But as of the shades of, you still get Kevin Durant in your shades. But for the name, it's gonna be the first name I showed you, the inside out threat, as it's very similar to the one I showed you at the beginning, inside out threat. But now look, I told you earlier, I'm gonna show you a version with a 80 driving dunk. Now the build with the 80 driving dunk and the 80 layup, this is what it's gonna look like. 85 post control, silver, unpluckable. But now we're doing that, look at your shooting. You got a 76 mid-range, 86.3. But now you got a higher rebound. You got a 77 defensive and a 60 offensive rebound. But I did sacrifice my clamps on silver. If you don't want to sacrifice your clamps on silver, just lower your rebound and end up upping it 3 more just to get that clamps on silver with the 85. But we end up getting Kevin Durant again, and for the name they give us is a 3-point threat. A 3-point threat is crazy. Out of these names, let me know what's the best name that y'all seen so far for this Kevin Durant build. But in the comment section, let me know which one's gonna be my Slim Reaper build for this year. Let me know which one y'all like to see. Make sure y'all boys drop a like on this video, subscribe, turn notifications if y'all haven't yet, and make sure y'all stay tuned for the next upcoming videos, man.